असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय.
Hello my dear students. Today's our topic is American independence. Like India, America also got independence in 1776. Before we are going to discuss American independence, let us trace out certain facts related to America. You know that America also called as USA, United States of America, right? What is the capital city of America? America capital city is Washington DC. The capital city of America is Washington DC. I am writing here Washington DC. The meaning of Washington DC means it is District of Columbia. It is District of Columbia. This is the capital city of US and currency is dollar. Currency is dollar. $1 this is the symbol of US dollar. As present today's rate is approximately $1 is equal to 73 Indian rupees. $1 is equal to 73 Indian rupees. Let us begin. Let us enter in American independence movement. We will see in this chapter that how America got independence. Once we have to recall the information what we learned in our previous sessions. We have discussed that discovery of sea routes. In early modern period, there was a discovery of sea routes of different places. You know that accidentally 1498, in 1498 Columbus accidentally he was reached to West Indies. After reaching West Indies, Amerigo Vespucci just he moved towards to the northwest side. He found abundant, very great, huge land that is named as America. That is named as America in the name of Amerigo Vespucci. That we have discussed in our previous lesson also. Okay, after the discovery of sea routes, I repeat, after the discovery of sea routes. Example, this is America. You consider this is from here Mexico and South America we have. This is USA. This is USA. After the discovery of the sea routes, England and other European countries, they established their colonies. In USA. Let us see. England established the colonies of this part. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like 13 colonies. England established 13 colonies in USA. I repeat, British established or England established 13 colonies of the which side? This is east side. So British established 13 colonies in the US, that is east side. These are the 13 colonies, right? Most of them were occupied by the people who came from the England. These 13 places were occupied by the people who came from England. Those people, they doesn't want to live in England. Those people, they wanted freedom. They wanted to independent from England. These people, they came and they established their colonies. I repeat, those people were established the colonies. These were, most of them were, they wanted to be free and independent from England. They established these colonies, right? Whenever they established their colonies, everything, there was a trade was going on. They opened a shop, okay, there was a workshop, they cultivated the land. These people came from England. For what purpose they came from England? First one, cultivation. Second one is trade. Third one is workshops. I repeat, People they came from England. This is England. People came from England and they established the colonies for the purpose of cultivation, trade and workshops. Isn't it? These people they want to free from England and they wanted to independent from independent from England. These people, because there was a much competition in England. Whenever they came here, there was no proper competition. They felt it is flexible for their business, for their trade. Yeah. But whenever they came that England making laws, England making laws on these 13 colonies, on these 13 colonies. These people they wanted to free from England laws, but this England government making laws from this on these 13 colonies. England making laws for the 13 colonies. So what did you understand? England making rules for the Americans. England making rules for the Americans. Yeah. Again, let us compare. But the people once these people are Americans. These people they don't have vote, no voting rights. Those people are living in USA. These people they don't have voting rights in the elections. Still, these people are. England is making laws. They are making laws. They are enforcing them to accept the England laws. Yeah. Let us compare England and US. As per the textbook, till 1750s. As per the textbook, till 1750s, US colonies were inhabited by small, middle-sized farmers. I repeat, till 1750s, in US, small and middle farmers were there, and along with the middle farmers, artisans and traders were there. I repeat, artisans were there, traders were there. You once understand that there was no powerful landlords. In England, so many landlords are there, but in US, no landlords. Let us differences, similarities and differences. Here in US, small and middle farmers were there, okay, and no landlords. But in England, very big landlords were there. Next, no prince, no kings, no prince, no hereditary, and in US. But in England, king is there, and landlords were there, and there is in England there was no equality, but here equality among the people, right? Equality among the people. And next is they are free from the priests. They are free from the priests. Here in England, priest was dominated in England, and there is no equality in England. Prince, king rule is in England, and landlords are in the England. So these are completely free in USA. In US, no landlords, no kings, and there is equality is there, which is not there in England. And priest, you see, priest means in England, Roman Catholic Church people were there. These Roman Catholic Church people they are believing that they are the middleman between the God and the people. These people, priests, they have special privileges. But in America, priest, there is no privileges. In America, Christianity is there in America. Christian sects also there, but there is no inequality, no domination by the priest. In England, domination of the prince, domination of the landlords, domination of the priest, domination of the church, and there is no equality. But everything is there in US. So that American people they are feeling that why England is enforcing law on them, why we have to follow the rules made by the England. So they are started to think. Finally, they are inspired by the ideas of the intellectuals. American peoples were inspired by the ideas of the intellectuals. Americans were inspired by the ideas of the intellectuals. Those time intellectuals were Tom Paine, Thomas Jefferson, Thomas Jefferson. Okay. Thomas Jefferson, Tom Paine, these were the important intellectuals. Under their leadership, they campaigned for the political rights, for the political freedom. Political freedom. They want, they want political equality. They want political freedom and also freedom from the thoughts. They are campaigning for the freedom of thought. Freedom of thought for all. Freedom of thought for all. I repeat, England making laws for the Americans. So Americans were not happy with that. Americans, they wanted to liberate. They doesn't want to live in the pressurized situation. So that they were inspired by the intellectuals like Tom Paine and Thomas Jefferson. These people were started the campaign for the political freedom, or also called as political equality. Freedom of thought for all the people. Freedom of thought for all the people. Moreover, England is make favor laws on the English people. Make favor on the English people. Example, I am from England. Then laws are favor for the British and unfavor for the Americans. I repeat, England they are favor to the English people, English traders. Usually English people, American people, both they are doing trade, but most of the laws are favorable to the English natives, civilians of the England. Okay, so that England Parliament often passed the laws favored the English traders and the factories, but not Americans, rather than the Americans. Therefore, Americans they raised the slogan. That slogan is no taxation without representation. Yeah, Americans they are raised the slogan. That slogan name is no taxation without representation. We will not pay any taxes. Because we don't have any representation. Representation means what? Voting rights. We do not have any voting rights. Why we have to pay taxes? Why we have to give more taxes? So that they are raising a slogan in the name of no taxation without representation. Okay, this is the slogan was inspired most of the Americans, and they started struggle against of the England, because England is always trying to suppress the colonies. England is always favor to the English people. Okay children, did you understand now? As we know that England making laws for American colonies, many of the American traders, many of the American business people, common people were against of the English intervention or English laws. They were completely opposed the English laws. Finally, they decided that to raise one slogan, that is no taxation without the representation. This is the slogan of American independence. No taxation without the representation is the slogan of American independence at that time. Because you see, American people were paying the taxes. American people were giving the whatever the laws made by them, they are accepted. They are paying taxes. They are paying for the trade purpose. for everything purpose they are paying. Okay, they are paying other taxes also, but they do not have any representation system. Representation system means they do not have any political authority. They do not have any political rights. They are not contesting the elections. Either they are not casting their vote for the representatives of House of the Commons or House of the Lord. Then US traders, US people, they believed it, and they were strongly influenced by the intellectuals of Tom Paine and Thomas Jefferson. Finally, they decided that we need not to pay any taxes. We no need to pay any taxes to the England, because we do not have any representation. We do not have any voting rights. Why we have to pay taxes to them? Isn't it? So that they raised this slogan. Finally, in 1774, 12 colonies. Sir, you said 13 colonies, but here only you are writing 12 colonies. One colony, that is Georgia. It was did not met at the Congress which was held in Philadelphia. In 1774, 12 colonies they met at Philadelphia. Philadelphia is a city. There, these 12 colonies members were gathered and they are started discussion in related to the taxes. What we have to do in this Congress? They protested against the British. What they did? Protested against British. You remember? 1774, 12 colonies they met at Philadelphia and they protested against the British. Against whom? British King George III. It's very important. They may ask you that who was the King of England during American independence? George III was the king. They requested that we will not pay any taxes. We would not pay any taxes. You just restore the previous rights before arrival of British or before arrival of the other Europeans. How the USA was. So you better to restore the previous laws. This law is not good. You are collecting taxes. So you take back your law. You just take back your law. They requested, but what the king? But king refused. And he was tried to suppress. What is the meaning of the suppress? He wanted to control them. How many guts how you are dare to talk like this with me? Why you will not pay any taxes to me? I am the king, you have to follow, isn't it? So that the king refused their plan, he refused them, and finally also he tried to suppress them. He wanted to try to control them. So this led armed struggle. This led war between England and US. This is called First Philadelphia Congress. Second Philadelphia Congress. In 1775, Second Philadelphia Congress was held. The Second Philadelphia Congress was held for the peaceful solution. They are trying to find peace between the King of England, between USA. I repeat, Second Philadelphia tried to find a peaceful solution. Again they appealed the king to do not impose any taxes without our permission. In Second Philadelphia Congress, these people they met at Philadelphia, a city, and this was met for the find a peaceful solution between the England and US. This Congress also they requested the king, you do not impose any taxes without our permission. You take our permission, then you impose any taxes they requested. Then he didn't listen. King of England was, he didn't listen. Finally, the war was started 1775. Yeah, 1775. 1775 war started. War started in 1775. War, it was ended in 1781. War was ended in 1781. US won in this war with the help of French. With the help of French. With the help of French, US won in the war. Finally, this war between US and England, it was completed with the treaty. It is called as Treaty of Paris. Treaty of Paris. I am writing here. Treaty of Paris. Yeah, war was held between these two nations, 1775 to 1781. And Treaty of Paris was concluded between these two in 1783. 1783, the peace treaty was concluded between these two and war was ended. US, the chief of the armed force is that time George Washington. George Washington led the armed forces of US. Yeah, I repeat, George Washington led the armed forces of US. Finally, they won in 1781 in October, but finally a treaty was concluded. Treaty means what? An agreement was concluded between the US and England. Finally, it is in 1783. Then complete independence they got. Now let us see the Declaration of Independence. Declaration of Independence. Actually, when they met in Third Philadelphia Congress. In Third Philadelphia Congress, it was held in 1776. They decided that for their announcement of independence, they announced their independence 1776 4th July. In Third Philadelphia Congress, only 12 colonies they decided that their independence, they got independence 1776 4th July. They have decided. That is called as Declaration of Independence. The Declaration of Independence, it was declared by the great intellectual Thomas Jefferson. It was Thomas Jefferson. In 1776, Third Philadelphia Congress, they have declared Thomas Jefferson was the principal author of the declaration. Who was declared the independence? Thomas Jefferson was declared the independence. Moreover, he also mentioned that all men are created. He said that all men are created. All men. You will see, they not mentioned. They only mentioned all men. They did not include women. All men are created equal and endowed by the Creator. They mentioned that all men are created equal and endowed equal rights. They endowed by the God. By the God also we can say that Creator, God with the certain rights which cannot taken away. Certain rights which cannot taken away. He was mentioned that Thomas Jefferson, whenever he declaring the independence, he also announced that all men are created equal and endowed by the God with certain rights. God was created all men equal. Then also God has given us certain rights which cannot be taken away. What are they? Including life, liberty and pursuit of happiness. So these three are very, very important. These are given by God to all men. You see, they did not include women, only men. These for the only for the men, not women. Here again, discrimination of women. Finally, in 1789, US adopted a constitution. That means US became republic in 1789. US became republic. We can also say that US became republic in 1789. When India became a republic? India became a republic in 1950. India got independence in 1947, but India adopted constitution 1950. Here they got independence 1776, but they adopted a republican constitution 1789. Moreover, US not ruled by the kings. You understand? US not ruled by the kings, but by the elected representative. US ruled by the representative of elected by the people. Example, today president of US Donald Trump was elected by the representatives, isn't it? So finally we can say that very simple, England imposing England laws, English rules on the Americans. Americans not happy with that, so that they revolted. They made Philadelphia thrice. 1774 first Philadelphia, 1775 second Philadelphia, third Philadelphia Declaration of Independence. But the war was started in 1775 after second Philadelphia. 1781 British was defeated by the US with the help of the French. I repeat, US successfully defeated Britain because of with the help of French army. French army helped them a lot. Sir, why French helped US? Because England, French both are rivals. I repeat, England, French both are rivals. Then they supported to US. Finally, US won in the war. They declared independence. After that, 1789, they also adopted a constitution which is called as Republic Constitution. So children, this is our American independence struggle 1774 to 1789. Hope you understand.